What's going on, people? Mr. Anti-Lock here, back with the epicness that is Shokugeki no Soma, chapter 103. For starters, you know what I found epic about this chapter? If you remember, in a few previous chapters, it started off with the baby Hayama, the baby Soma, and the baby Ryokurokiba. And we got a short look into Soma's life, we got a short look into Kurokiba's life, and in this chapter we got an epic look at Akira Hayama's backstory, and I thought that was something like I was really looking forward to see in this chapter. The chapter is called Specialty. Now, what I like most about this chapter, I'm just gonna like randomly talk about parts of the chapter. I'm not even gonna do it in order this time like I normally do. But Akira was treated like shit as a kid. He was like a homeless, abandoned child, and we watch him come into his own as Jun took him in and took care of him. Like, it was almost hurtful to see that he grew up like that, and also what motivated him. His motivation was purely Jun. And I love that. I love that, you know, Hayama has a deeper backstory than you might have thought. He didn't even know how to speak like Japanese or anything. Jun taught him how to speak Japanese. So it was crazy to see that. It was sad. This man didn't know his parents' name or faces. Like, he just grew up in the slums, the streets. And another thing that I really like about this, we got to see Hayama's growth. Like, we got to see some character development. It's like, as he was growing up with Jun, he wasn't the composed character that he is today. And it was great to see that Hayama had this complexity about his character. We go into the backstory of Kurokiba, and it's like he had to fight his way through his kitchen, which his style of cooking is seafood pub style, with a hint of the molecular gastronomy from Alice. And that's cool. And to figure that Akira was found in the slums, and that nose of his was special, which was pointed out by Jun's father or grandfather. He called this man a prodigy. A prodigy. And what was most touching is that not only did Akira come into his own style, he cooked with Jun in mind. And it was just like Soma's father said, when you find a woman that you love and you want to taste all of your food, that will make you stronger as a cook. Another thing that I want to point out, and I might not have said this in videos, but for a while I didn't never think that Soma had like a technique. If you go into every character into this story, each character has their own special technique, and I'm just gonna name a few. We got Hisako with the medical cooking. We got Now, who was like the boiling witch. She specialized in things that had bad fragrances and weird textures and tastes. We got my boy Ibusaki, the smoke god. Mari, the the human encyclopedia, God's palate, a woman who could decipher anything just by tasting it. And that's just to name a few. Each person had their own style, and I always thought to myself that, Soma never really had a technique, and it was showcased in this chapter. The reason why Hayama won was because his face was seen in his cooking. We all know that he's the Spice King, and he has like a great nose for aroma, and his dish stood out amongst the rest, not only in the technique but the way he presented it. He even added just a little spice when toasted with the sauce that he brushed his fish, his carpaccio with. It just made him shine amongst the rest. Don't get me wrong. Let's be real. They were equal in every sense of the way. But when it came down to the person whose personality came out in the dish, his shined. I'll be honest. I did want Soma to win. We all wanted Soma to win. But there was a strong part of me that wanted Soma to be taken down. I do believe that in this next arc, Soma will do training to figure out what his specialty is, what his technique is. It may come down where he's just a fusion cook, where he merges a bunch of techniques into his own technique. Overall, this chapter, man, was epic. Epic to say the least. For this chapter, I would like to pose a question to you, the subscribers. Where do you think that the story's going to go from here? Do you think Soma's going to go into a state of depression? Or do you believe this is going to make him stronger, whereas though he learns his own technique or comes into his own style? I would love to hear from you guys on this. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.